Once you have removed the set screw from the center of the diverter, then there should be 2 rings that fasten right where the handles should go. And you'll take a set of pump pliers and loosen those rings, being careful not to damage them because they are a little bit of a flimsy type of metal and they should just pop off relatively easily. As you can see, that's one of the rings there. And just loosening that off. And now that should, yeah, just pop right off like that. From there, you can just pop the plastic trim cover off, and then it'll expose the actual rough-in of the face mount faucet, and that is why they call it face mount, is because it's mounted to the face or the exterior of the wall, and you are able to access and remove and replace a rough-in so long as the pipes are in good enough condition, and you can just reinstall some new a new rough-in on the existing nuts. Now, in a perfect world, you would cut out a hole in the back of the wall or remove the tile in the face and expose the wall and redo it. However, vast majority of the time, you can actually just loosen these 3 nuts. And I tend to try to crack or break the seal on these nuts evenly so that I'm not completely undoing one nut, because sometimes they have a tendency to try and, instead of loosening the nut, they have a tendency to push the rough-in forward, if you can understand what I'm trying to explain. And what that'll do sometimes is damage, or it'll scrape or mar the piping so that it'll be hard to reuse those nuts for the new rough-in. Once you get them to a point where they are hand loosened, you can actually just completely spin each one off, and you shouldn't have any problems with what I was just talking about after they have all been completely loosened to the point where you can just spin them off with your hand. Okay, that is the end of part 2, and yeah, stay tuned for part 3. Thanks.